guys, I'm Laura Vitale. On this episode of Laura in the Kitchen, I want to share with you what I call my pizza stuffed zucchini. It's a great low-carb alternative to your weeknight pizza craving, but you still want to stick to your, diet or whatnot. But most importantly, these are delicious and they're easy and there's nothing groundbreaking about the ingredients, and you can play around with them however you like and use things in them that you like on your pizza. So what I'm going to be using today is just sort of a classic, sort of like almost everything style pizza, because I'm going to have, meat in there, peppers, onions, mushrooms, sauce, pepperoni. It's going to be delicious. So let me run you through that really quickly. I'm using ground turkey. You could use beef, you can use ground chicken even, but ground turkey I really, really like for this recipe. I've got onions, peppers, I've got some mushrooms all diced. I know this is a green bell pepper, I'm coming around. I've got some shredded mozzarella, I've got some diced pepperoni. If you can find the really mini pepperoni, use those because they're really cute. I've got some garlic, I've got some dried oregano, olive oil, salt and pepper. You'll need marinara sauce, and you'll also, Nona's favorite weapon, and you're also going to need your zucchini. Now I'm using 3 today, but I might have extra leftover stuffing that I can use on another night. And what I've done is I've sliced them lengthwise and I've scooped out the center, but make sure that you don't scoop out so much that they fall apart. You want them to have a good border so that they hold up. And I have the bottom layered with a little bit of marinara sauce. I went ahead and made marinara sauce at the beginning of the week, like I always do, because Mia loves it, so I can easily just make her a quick pasta with marinara sauce for lunches. So I always have it on hand, but you can use whatever marinara sauce you have, whatever sauce that you like to buy. By all means, you do you, boo. To my zucchini, why did I grab the pepper and not the salt? To my zucchini, I've got the oven preheated to 425. I'm drizzling the inside with a little bit of olive oil, and I'm going to sprinkle with a little bit of salt and pepper, and I'm going to pop these into my preheated oven at 425 for like 8 to 10 minutes just to cook them a little bit, because once we put them back into the oven, we just put them in there long enough for the cheese to melt, and I don't want the zucchini to be really hard and undercooked. So I'm going to pop that in, we come back, and we make our filling. All right. It looks like there's a lot of oil, but it's just the way the pan is, the oil kind of spreads to the sides. I only put about 2 tablespoons in there, and if I were using beef, I would use a very small drizzle, because ground beef tends to be a lot fattier than ground turkey, especially lean ground turkey. All I'm doing is I'm going to just cook the turkey until it develops some color, just like 3 to 4 minutes on medium-high heat. Then we add in our veg, and we finish cooking everything together. My turkey is about halfway cooked through. You can see the turkey is developing good color. Once, I'd say about half of it has developed that good color, I'm going to add in the peppers, the mushrooms, and the onions. And I'm cooking everything on a pretty high heat because I want to speed things along, because I'm trying to get the filling cooked while the zucchini shells, roast. I'm going to add some salt to get the moisture drawn out here. I'm just going to cook everything together for about 5 to 6 minutes, or until the veggies cook down, they develop a little color, and then we move forward. This looks perfect. I keep taste testing it. It's so yummy. Okay. Adding in the garlic. The garlic just needs to cook for like 30 seconds so that it gets rid of that raw garlic flavor. But the reason why I'm adding in here and then at the beginning is because I really want to capture some of that really pungent garlic flavor, because I love garlic on my pizza. I tend to put like raw garlic in with my sauce or with a little bit of olive oil and drizzling that on top. So good. That looks great. Oh, it smells amazing. The zucchini were in the oven for about 10 minutes. I don't want to cook them a lot more than that because they have to go back in anyway. So now I'm going to take some of my pre-made marinara sauce, about yay much. I'd say maybe a little bit more than half a cup. Stir that in. And I'm also going to add some cheese to the filling. Some shredded cheese. You could do a little bit of ricotta too if you want to. I tend to think that if I put ricotta in here, it makes everything just a little bit wet. But it's fine. I mean, it's delicious, and if that's what you're going for, then by all means. But this looks perfect, and I'm just going to turn it off now because I don't feel like I need to do anything else. All I gotta do now is stuff my boats, stuff my zucchini boats, which you just want to be careful because your pan is quite hot. So probably should put the filling into a different container, into a plate or something, but it's fine. I'm living on the edge and just stuffing them like that. Once you have that, I put a little bit more cheese on top because, you know, a little bit of cheese is good. A lot of cheese is just better, in my personal opinion. And you can do any cheese you want, by the way. You could do a mixture of cheeses, but I think the good old classic, really delicious melty mozzarella just does it for me every time. And then, because if you know me, you know that pepperoni pizza, aside from my margherita pizza, is my favorite pizza ever. I put little pieces of pepperoni all over the top. So when you pop it back in, you warm it up and it's just phenomenal. So I'm just gonna sprinkle that on top. And if you can find, like I said, the little mini pepperoni, that would work amazing here. And some dried oregano, because again, the heat just kind of wakes up the flavor of that. I'm gonna pop it back into the oven until everything is really cheesy and delicious and melty, about 5 minutes or so, and then I'll show you what it looks like when they are ready. How perfect do these look? I'm just gonna go in for the guy that's closest to me, which getting the first one out is always like not my favorite task. You know what I mean? I really need to get a spoon, but you know what? It's fine. You know what? It's fine, really. It's fine. Ain't nobody judging. Okay. Yes. Yes. Juicy. Perfection. I can really smell the pepperoni and the oregano, which makes me very happy because those are two things, like I said, I have to have on a pizza if it's a red pizza. This is gonna be really hot though, so I'm just gonna give myself like 10 seconds. Right? It's everything you love about pizza, but without the carbs, which, you know, if you know me, you know that I really try to do very well from Monday to Friday, and then come Friday, it is party time. So if I'm having that midweek pizza craving, but I still want to stay on track, you know, so I don't have to do any extra burpees, these come in handy. They're perfect, and they're delicious, and they're satisfying, and you don't feel like you're missing out and eating boiled chicken breasts and broccoli. Do you know what I'm saying? Go to LauraInTheKitchen.com, get the written recipe, make them, add whatever you want into these, and please share a photo with me. Tag me at Mrs. Vitale on Instagram so that I can see your recreation. I hope you've enjoyed spending time with me. I'll see you next time. This is hot though.